Baba Yaga's Book of Witchcraft, Slavic Magic from the Witch of the Woods by Madame Pamita. About a year ago, I made a video called Magic That Works, and in that video, I went through a number of traditions, a number of local traditions, certainly not an exhaustive list, but as many as I could think of that I could usefully give books to recommend for. And the idea of the video was that if you were from a particular background and that background had any kind of influence on your upbringing or on the culture in which you lived, then the magic from that area was likely to speak loudest to you. Of course, when I came to the area of Slavic tradition, it was very difficult for me to recommend anything because there's just so little that's left. The Central and Eastern Europe was so ravaged during the 20th century, and the regimes that took over there were really not friendly at all to religion or to local folklore, right, and to folk traditions. And so much of it was pretty much eradicated. Well, Madame Pamita's family emigrated to America and passed on the traditions of Ukraine to her, and she's been able to pass that on in turn in this beautiful, wonderful book, which was published after I made that video, of course, in 2022. So I've been reading this, and I live in Poland at the moment, and I've been recognizing so much of what's being covered over here in this wonderful book, but so much of the mystery of the power has been stripped out. People kind of do some of these things without really thinking about the magic that lies beyond it. And yeah, I just love what Madame Pamita has done here. So the way she's done it is that she's taken the tale of Vasilisa, and anyone who's read Women Who Run with the Wolves will probably be quite familiar with that tale, which is a very nice fairy tale for understanding the divine feminine, right? For understanding a woman's hero's journey, if that makes sense. So what she's done is that she's taken this story of Vasilisa and she has researched the various forms of this tale, because of course the Vasilisa of Ukraine, who's actually Vasilina, right, and the Vasilisa of Russia or of Estonia or of any other given location, they've got slightly different details. And so Madame Pamita has put together a concoction of sorts, so that we've got quite a complete story of Vasilisa here. And what she's done is that she's given us the full story, but just bit by bit. And so we get a little section. And then Baba Yaga, the Witch of the Woods, who is a character from the Vasilisa story, speaks directly to the reader and invites the reader on a journey of discovery of the magic of the traditional magic of Ukraine. And it's just Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. The voice of Baba Yaga is really nice. It really is like having an old witch talking to you. It's all very wholesome, but obviously it's a witch talking, so you really don't have any of the saccharine aftertaste that you can get with some of the wholesome magic that's out there. But it's very powerful stuff as well, you know, really powerful stuff. And then Madame Pamita herself takes over and then teaches the magic of that section, and she teaches it to you in a way that you can use it in the 21st century, wherever you live. If you have an interest in this, you can do this yourself, and she teaches you how to do all of these traditional arts with the magic embedded, and it's wonderful. And the first one here is cross stitching, and then it goes on to various other things. So we have the house spirit, and there's a whole section on how to make sure that well, first of all, how to invite a house spirit, a domovic, into your house, and then how to look after your house spirit, or how to get rid of a house spirit that has stayed there from previous owners and things like that. And you know, what else? I mean, the spirits of the lake here, spirits of the forest. There's a really nice chapter on hair magic, and you know, how to cut your hair in a magical way. And it's just so lovely, because every aspect of life is here. And I just really like the attitude of everything. This is something that Madame Pamita actually points out at some point in the book itself, that everything needs to be useful, beautiful, and magical. I live by by those words by default, and having an entire book dedicated to ensuring that you can add all of these aspects to your life, to all aspects of your life, is just really wonderful. Yeah, it's not all all rose water, you know. It does go into some dangerous spirits, and it does visit dangerous areas of life, and uncomfortable areas of life. But it's all life, and it's all really just just complete and holistic and wholesome and good. And it's been a real pleasure to read. There we are. I think that it's not just going to be interesting to people living with a Slavic background. I think that this can be interesting to absolutely anyone. It's so beautifully written as well. It's going to be of interest. I mean, all of the I'm just going over the table of contents here for you. All of the magic here is very workable, very user friendly, very thoughtful, and very easy to put to use. You know, I'd be surprised if anyone picking up this book didn't pick up a lot. The magic is very centered around local spirits, and that's maybe something to point out here. This isn't a grimoire for calling the famous spirits of the of the Asgoetia. This is a manual for understanding your local spirits, making friends with them, and making friends with them when that's an option, not annoying them, and how to atone when you have maybe annoyed your local spirits, and so on and so forth. Really very good material, really powerful good material. And it's a thick book, you know, and it's a large book as well. Let me just show you in comparison to my hand there. And it's two-tone. It's beautifully designed. You've got these lovely traditional designs surrounding the passages where Baba Yaga is speaking. And yeah, there we go. And it's affordable. I mean, I know not everyone can afford $27, but that's a lot of book for $27. That is a lot of book. You can you can pay $27 for a fraction of the knowledge and good stuff that's in this book right here. Yeah, this is very, very good value for money. So there we go. That's Baba Yaga's Book of Witchcraft by Madame Pamita. Extraordinary stuff. Thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel when you click on that like button, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And yeah, and also don't hesitate to visit the Patreon and check out what the perks are over there. Thank you ever so much for your support, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.